Weapons of mass distraction. They influence our patterns. What a time to be alive, huh? We've been at war. We've been at war for a while. Not with Iraq, not with Iran, not with whoever the media is telling us we're at war with. It's the powers that be. They've set up these systems of control. Very, very, very powerful systems of control. Designed to keep us running on a treadmill, running faster, faster, faster. It's just ongoing. It doesn't stop. I want to start it. I've got a really, really good Lupe Fiasco quote. It's one of my favorite quotes of all time by truly a brilliant man. Every dream is designed and broadcasted from the masters to the masses from the antennas on top of the shrines. Refine the receiver and plant it during the panic and short it. It reports back everything in your mind. So from the day you're born, you're fed into these systems. Very handcrafted, very designed. You're pushed into them. There's something to be said for being too close to a situation, right? I think we've all been there at some point in our life. I know I have, where you feel strongly one way, but like everyone around you is telling you like you're wrong, or like that's you shouldn't be doing that. It's not going to end well, but you just got to do it yourself. And you know it's wrong, but that sort of thing. I liken that to this, except on the mass level. We are so deeply programmed by systematic control that we don't know any different. It's kind of like if you were a fish. Now, a fish doesn't know he's wet. It's kind of that whole idea. It's very similar. With what we're going through in the world right now, on the brink of really total economic collapse, people are losing everything. Small business owners are going under. It's hard. It's an extremely hard time. Like, to see people around you hurt and to see people around you affected. But I think we have to view it as an opportunity in some capacity, especially now. Like, it's the only thing we can do. But I want to turn the flashlight towards media, kind of media as a whole, right? Social media, Fox News, the television, the radio. These things all dance in lockstep with corporate America. These are all very intentional control systems. They drive hysteria, they drive fear, they drive economic collapse, and people benefit off it, and everyone else gets hurt. Turning on CNN or Fox News and living by the message that they tell you, you just want to be informed. Informed for what? None of that matters. It doesn't. And I look at this whole coronavirus situation, regardless of, media has exasperated it. They've taken it to a whole nother level. They've stoked fear. They've driven people, truly crazy. Like, we're loading up on toilet paper. We're doing all these. Anyways, I don't want to go too far down that. I just want to turn it on, hopefully, a positive note. I guess I'm just encouraging people to really guard their attention. Focus on things that matter, right? And this is a great time throughout all of this, throughout this dominating headline. You can still focus on love. You can still focus on relationships. You can still focus on pushing the right conversations. You can still focus on self-care. You can still focus on so many things. Your attention is a more valuable currency than the American dollar. Attention is probably the most valuable currency we have right now. I always get a kick when I look at like Facebook, one of the most powerful companies in the world, and some of the job positions they fill, you know? High-level psychologists, neurologists, people that understand how risk-reward, dopamine, those kind of things trigger addiction. They want to keep you addicted. All of these things want to keep you distracted from what is. It's time we start making change because it leads to a better world. When we're not focused on this false American dream or, acquiring what society thinks we need to acquire, it makes for a beautiful life. It makes for a beautiful ongoing process. It makes for fulfillment. And I've kind of realized this over the past year for me. And I think it's a replicable life model where, hey, I can't tell anybody what is for them. I just can't. It'll never be my place, and no one should really ever be telling you what you should be doing. But just kind of at the end of the day, when you remove some of these things that take you out of the present moment, that's kind of the reoccurring theme here, and focus on now, and focus on being clear, and focusing on flow, things start to make sense. That intuitive ability starts to kick up, and we start to realize our gift of pursuit. We all have a gift of pursuit, and we need to commit to the process of finding it. At the end of the day, you need to answer this question for yourself. What really matters?